Hello everybody, and welcome to July's fertility and hormone lifestyle focus. Sometimes I call this fertility inspiration, but we could also call it hormone alchemy. Anyway, I'm Justine Evans, and I'm a naturopath and a nutritional therapist and a healer, and I specialise in women's health. So each month at each new moon, I draw some cards for my Creation Fertility Toolkit and offer you guidance for the month ahead. Now, originally, I developed these cards to support fertility and reproductive health, and I am obviously still doing that, but we can work with them in many different ways. And actually, for 2019, I decided that each month I would give you a few cards to work with, and we would focus on it for the month, and step by step we would build a hormone happy lifestyle. So that's what I've been doing, and you can see any of the recordings on my Facebook group and also on my websites, justineevans.co.uk and creationfertility.com. So today it is a new moon, and it's also been a solar eclipse. Very powerful energy I've been feeling. So I drew the cards, and I drew two cards this month, and I also decided that we would work on using a mineral as well to support us, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. And I really feel that we're needing a lot of support for our adrenals right now, and the cards have certainly indicated that this is something that we need to be working with, and very much working on a mind-body level for the month of July. So the first card I drew was card number 6, and it's conception. Now, initially, obviously, when you hear the word conception, you may well think of conception as in conceiving a baby. And for those of you who are looking to conceive a baby, this is very welcoming news for you. But if you are thinking about your hormones and it's not about conceiving a baby, maybe you're in your menopausal years, or maybe you're going through a big change in your life, then this conception card is again a very, very welcome card for you, because it's about a new project, a new beginning, and it feels like you're grounding it and you're working with it to manifest into something much better for you. So this is very welcoming for us in July. And certainly because we're in the midpoint of the year, we've just finished the solstice, as you know, summer solstice, and it really helps us focus on our intentions for the next 6 months. So that conception card is very welcome news. Now, just talking about that, at the summer solstice, I offered you a little ritual to do. And if you go back, and you'll be able to look at that ritual video, then I would suggest you do that this month if you haven't yet done it, because it's very much focusing on the next 6 months and what it is that you want to achieve over the next couple of months. So this conception card is really saying that to you. Ground that energy. It's very positive. Maybe you've had a very you're starting a new chapter in your life. Maybe you have just found that you've conceived a baby. Maybe you've just started a new business up, or a new relationship, or something that's very important for you. So this conception card is really saying, yes, get grounded, focus, get your business plan together, get your mindset into a good place. And if you're thinking about that for your own health, then actually it's again very welcoming. It's about, yes, this is a good thing to do. Hold it, keep going, and work on it on a step-by-step process. So it shows that the time is ripe and it's a good time for you. So that's a lovely beginning for July. Now, the second card that I drew is a mantra. Now, my cards work very much with yogic philosophy, and I love Kundalini mantra, I love yoga, I love kirtan, I love chant, and I love meditation and mindfulness. So this card is Sa Ta Na Ma, and that's the mantra for the month, Sa Ta Na Ma. Now, this particular mantra is a very ancient mantra. And Yogapedia explains it as one of the most ancient mantras. It's believed to stimulate the acupressure points in the palate of the mouth when you're chanting it. It has the power to rearrange your subconscious mind. So if we're going back to that conception card, it's about allowing yourself to keep focusing on the good. And maybe you get unwanted thoughts, and it's about being able to say, no, let's get rid of them and focus on the good, focus on the positivity. And it also has the power to break addictions and thought processes. So if you are wanting to start this new life or this new beginning, and you really want to support yourself and nurture and nourish and self-love yourself, then this mantra is a very good mantra for you. And it also activates the higher chakras and helps to reset the pineal and the pituitary glands. So again, that's very important for hormonal health. So you can say it in many different ways. I would suggest that you look up YouTube and you listen to some of the chants, because you can work with it in 3 different ways. But basically, it's sa, ta, na, ma. And sa means the beginning and infinity. Ta is life, existence, creativity that manifests into infinity. Na is death, change, transformation of the consciousness. And ma is rebirth, regeneration and resurrection. So it's allowing us to consciously connect with this conception card and this process of the cycle of life and the cycle of the moon, the cycle of working with small, simple steps to allow ourselves to keep going, and positive mindset. So it's sa, ta, na, ma. Now, if you sing it, then it represents action. So if you need something to really kind of like give you a good old, to give you more momentum, to keep something going, then you would sing this. It gives you action, it gives you speed. It says, right, okay, let's do it, giving you positivity. If you whisper it to yourself, then actually that's connecting with your inner mind. So maybe you need to quieten down to be able to see with clarity rather than the action of doing it. And if you're saying it silently to yourself, then actually it's about honoring your spiritual voice. So maybe you need to be, if you want to say it silently, maybe it's more about the form of meditation that's working with your intuition, and allowing your that to develop. Okay, so the mantra for this month, once more, is sa, ta, na, ma. And you can say it, if you want to work it with yogic philosophy, you would repeat it 108 times. Otherwise, if you look up on on YouTube, you'll be able to hear it, or download it on Spotify or whatever. You'll be able to hear it being sung in kirtan, and you'll be able to connect with it that way. So our final focus for July is talking about magnesium. Now, it came to me earlier, I'm always talking about magnesium. I love magnesium, particularly for women. It's great if you suffer with adrenal burnout. If you are a warrior, or in fact a warrior, you also need a lot of magnesium. About 50% of the population does not have enough magnesium in our bodies. We can get it from some great food, okay, but it works with, it has so many actions on our body. Every cell in our body needs magnesium. So it is the 4th most abundant mineral in the human body, okay, and we need it for energy, for protein formation, to help our gene maintenance. And if you've been doing any genetic testing, then magnesium will definitely be coming up with that, to support muscle and energy movement. So if you are doing lots of sport, you would need it a lot as well, but also for muscle movement, for nervous system regulation, so fantastic for neurotransmitters, and very important for if you suffer with depression and anxiety. And there's a lot of scientific evidence now about how it supports that. It is fantastic for hormonal balance, amazing for PMS, It eases pain for people who suffer with endometriosis or any kind of menstrual pain. It reduces the risk, we believe it reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes and blood pressure regulation, and also for insulin resistancy. So that's something that so many of us are struggling with now with the 21st century kind of Western food options, and so magnesium is super important for that. And also it has massive anti-inflammatory benefits, so again things like hormonal migraine pain, hormonal headaches, again fibroids, PMS, endometriosis. It also eases conception, and it also eases like if you have polycystic ovaries, it really supports your fallopians as well, and also your ovaries. And you can also use it if you have digestive disturbances, particularly constipation. So there are many different forms that you can use of magnesium, and one of the best ways, I mean, I will talk about the supplements etc. on my websites, but actually magnesium baths are absolutely fabulous, and they are great if you're coming up to ovulation or nearing your period but not wanting to try and conceive a baby. So you would have Epsom salt baths towards your period is due or around ovulation if you are trying to achieve a baby. So Epsom salt baths are absolutely fabulous. If you suffer from cramps or anxiety or sleep disturbances, then maybe you would be using it as a spray on your body. Otherwise you can take it as a supplement. There are different forms of it. So I do try and keep these fertility and hormonal focuses fairly short, because it's difficult for people to watch things for too long. I will be adding a lot of information on my websites. I would just give you a few food groups for you to be able to choose to eat this month, which are magnesium rich foods. Okay, so if you like doing seed rotating, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds and sesame seeds are all super full of magnesium. So are green leafy veggies right now, so think spinach, watercress, kale, Swiss chard, the summer greens and kelp. They're all full of that kind of thing. And also the superfoods, so you know, like the spirulinas etc., you can put those in your smoothies. Dark chocolate is full of magnesium, every woman's dream. So you know, if you are wanting some dark chocolate, it needs to be very strong, maybe 80-90%. Okay, it will be full of magnesium. Edamame and black beans are also full of magnesium. The vegetable squash, the grain quinoa. If you are a fish eater, then halibut, mackerel and salmon have some magnesium in. And if you are a nut, if you can eat nuts, then almonds and cashews are very good. And you know, everybody loves an avocado, and avocado are also high in magnesium. So I hope you've enjoyed this evening's new moon fertility and hormone focus. I will be adding more to my Facebook information with recipes and everything during the month, and also adding things on my websites. Anyway, lovely to speak to you all, and look forward to seeing you again next month. Take care. Bye.